Good morning and welcome to my channel. It's Craft and Conjure. We're about to jump into the daily energy read. Of course, this goes out to all 12 signs, singles, couples, men and women. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, how have you been? If you would like to book a personal reading, please check the description box below and all that information will be there. With that out of the way, as I was meditating with a specific angelic force this morning, asking him to guide me down the path of wisdom, he led me to pull two cards. One represents wisdom and one represents air. Now, if you think about wisdom, wisdom can be found in the most amazing places. But most of all, it is found within. Your soul is a blueprint of your many past lives. It is a blueprint of your past and up-and-coming abilities. It is the blueprint that will guide you through this incarnation and many others. That is, if you believe in incarnation. Look to your hand. As they say, palmistry can tell quite a bit about a person, from their abilities to when they will pass away, their sicknesses, their experiences. So for those that resonate with this, it might just be a great idea to get your palm read or look into palmistry. This will truly benefit you on your journey. Let's jump into some tarot. Marching forward into this new journey with courage, a warrior spirit, but looking at situations from a more intellectual level. Knight of Swords energy. I'm picking up no fear in this journey, and what I mean by that is those that resonate with this reading is kind of in a way, preparing for a spiritual transition. Now, this spiritual transition may be something as simple as buying yourself a talisman or a crystal, or it might be something as serious as switching your spiritual paths to something you thought you may never go towards. You might be a witch and you might switch to Buddhism. You might be a Christian and you might switch to ceremonial magic, so forth and so on. But if that does resonate with you in any way, shape, manner, or form, go forth with courage. Belief by popular demand, it's more of a human thing to alter and tweak things to benefit their greater good. We all know that. But in reality, whether you follow a more modern flow or a more ancient flow, there are things that can clearly point you to, for example, that God really doesn't have a problem with that God, or that goddess really didn't do that. We just had to make her look bad because, well, hell, what the hell? We had nothing else to go on. See where I'm going with this? March forward with courage. You will face tribulations, as anyone else is, but these trials and tribulations will bring you forth and bring you back to a more balanced state when you go through and get the divine lesson. For there is always a divine lesson. Earlier, we spoke about palmistry. Well, this card can also represent emerging psychic abilities. As you go through this spiritual transition, you will see many perks starting to surface, no matter what path it is. Telepathy, things of that nature, are a human gift. Now, there might be someone who came in a little bit more fine-tuned to healing. There might be someone who came in with a little bit more fine-tuning towards ceremonial magic or, transvocation, invocation, or evocation. And there are people that come in with maybe more skill towards defensive spirituality, defensive magic, so forth and so on. And this life, for those that resonate with this, might be to learn and hone that one specific ability. But these abilities are human gifts. They are to be used. They are a tool if you think about it. Because if I'm correct, doesn't our body emit electrical charge? Apparently so. Initiation for those that are seeking. Or those that have sought and seeked, and whatever word you choose to use. It's still early. The Hanged Man. There will be a loss of old and a shift towards new. We're not talking about a tower moment or anything of that nature, but look at it like this. Go back to the Page of Cups. You see that wave standing right there. And for those that resonate with this the most, if you are a Pisces, I feel that this might really resonate with you, or if you have some Pisces in your chart. Many gifts, abilities, so forth and so on do surface when one shifts paths. One might be a witch for their whole entire career and then say, I'm going to go work with the Greater Key of Solomon. And then suddenly they get this amazing download from these forces that they probably never thought existed. And then as they grow and progress, yes, those forces want you to dedicate to the path, but they find out that those forces really have no problem with you reconnecting with the forces of a previous path. So if you fear having to abandon everything you've worked so hard for and have earned and obtained as you transition, don't. When it comes to situations like switching of paths or new ventures, and you get that fear like, wow, I've gained a love for this spirit or for that spirit, and I'm very fond of this and that. Look at it as business. You have worked with them, and you have their number. You can always contact them. But with shifts and transitions comes new solid beginnings. The seed can be planted if you want the seed to be planted. And the seed will be planted as soon as you start to walk that path. There's a specific god in my head, but I'm not going to mention his name. We'll see if he pops up in the future. If I did that, then that would take away the fun, wouldn't it? And I have no right to do that. I'm not saying that God resonates with everyone, but still. There will be great celebrations that come from it, and in reality, this will help you create your new world. In conjunction with the Ace of Pentacles. So the seeds have been planted already, believed by popular demand. They just start to sprout when you walk forward. And when you walk forward, you're walking forward with that vision, that Knight of Swords energy, that courage, that dedication, no fear, sword drawn. Even your horse has armor in, just ready to rumble. As you walk this new journey, so forth and so on, you will connect with quite the interesting spiritual individuals. When you first start out on the path, if anybody resonates with this, you spend a lot of time in the spiritual. You spend a lot of time learning them energetically on a spiritual, level. And then as you progress, you start to see how they subtly affect and influence those things around you. And sometimes it's as plain as day, and sometimes it's not. But I want you to be open to this if this resonates with you. This is a beautiful, amazing, wow. I remember when I first started my journey. It was a riot. That's all I have for you. Hopefully, this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. And if this does resonate with you, give the angelic force a shout out. Because if it wasn't for him, this message would not have come forth today. You all have a great day. Peace.